What's going on, YouTube? You're back with Shades, and we're continuing our Let's Play of 1000 Lies. So, last time we left off, we found that Luce is going to be in our life a lot more. It's just a lot of coincidences happening here, which is definitely super anime, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. But anyway, let's keep going, shall we? Okay, let's say I'm interested. I can't go and follow you around after what's happened, but I've already told you that I need to trust you first. How about we take care of that first, and then we'll see. I shrug. I don't know what she's thinking, but it can't be worse than what has already happened. As you wish. What should I do now? Do you promise you won't back out this time? I promise I won't back out. Really? No matter what? Look, not everyone does, but I always fulfill my bets and promises. Good. Then come with me. If you dare. Okay. Oh, come on. I could have went a little longer and ended the part there. Thanks. I can't sign thank you because the mic's in the way. There's nobody around. With my hands stuffed in my pocket and my eyes darting around, I casually lean on the door of a teacher's lounge. After I confirm that no one else is around, I quietly turn the doorknob. Oh, it's locked. Unexpectedly, the door to the lounge is locked. On the bright side, it also means that nobody's inside, which also makes things easier in the end. Let's see what we have here. I shake the knob a little and decide that it's best on the best course of action. I open my wallet and take out my ID. I swiftly push it through the door crack, which easily unlocks the door. Once I'm inside, I look in one of the cabinet drawers like Luce had instructed me, and I find a set of keys. I grab them and get out of the lounge. Aren't there security cameras? Wow, that was fast. I was scared there for a second when the door was locked. How did you manage to get it open? It's easy as long as you have a credit card or plastic ID on hand. You'd be surprised by the amount of doors you can open that way, especially if they're old. And I always carry a lockpick with me in case it doesn't work, or I could have used a bump key. The thought of lockpicking is so very beautiful. That explains how you got into my house. Who knows where you learned that? I already told you the door was already open. I didn't pick the lock. Of course, schmuck, of course. You aren't in any position to talk after what you asked me to do. How did you know that the keys were in there? And what do you plan on doing with them? To serve justice. Okay, what's happening here? Luce is turning into a very interesting character. I like her. Luce leads me outside. She brings me out near the entrance into the parking lot. It's empty aside from a couple of parked cars. Look, I used to park my bike right here at the bike racks, and at the beginning of this new school year, one of the teachers decided to purchase a new car. Not a regular car, but a big one. Really big. It turns out that this parking space was in front of the bike racks, making it hard to get the bikes in and out. Let's not talk about how this teacher didn't give a damn, and every time he'd park, he'd always hit the bike racks one way or another. So I've been forced to give him my wheels and start walking instead, but I don't want to end the year by letting him get away with it. I presume diplomacy hasn't worked very well? Why don't you chain up your bike up somewhere else? Where? This place is busy during the morning, and you never know where you'll be able to park. Plus, I've already made up my mind. Here or nowhere. She presses one of the buttons on the key, and the headlights of a large vehicle blink on. Oh. Okay. So the teacher is still in the building. Oh. This is gonna be interesting. I almost mistook it for a monster truck, making Luce's complaint more understandable. What are you gonna do with it now? You don't need the keys to scratch the body of it. Sit down, I want to show you something. Luce invites me to sit shotgun. What's she planning, I wonder? I'll be the first to admit that I love pranks, but I can't imagine this girl being that kind of person. I'm liking her more already. I'm pretty curious about it, so I decide to go along with whatever she wants to do. I take my seat as she goes around the other way and sits in the driver's seat. Can you tell me what you're going to do with the car now? You haven't figured it out yet? We're stealing it. Oh. Well, this took a turn. I'm not sure where it's going, but it took a turn. What? Ah! In the time it took me to blink, we sped out of the school's parking lot and onto the street. I've always considered myself a prankster, but this is too much. Too much. I mean, we're stealing a damn car. What are you doing? I told you, I want to test out whether or not I can trust you. This is the only way to do it properly. You can't trust someone you don't consider a close friend. And I don't believe that two people can be friends until they share a secret. What do you think? Will you be my accomplice? There's no better secret than this. You could have told me before starting the car. I want to see I wanted to see how much it'd take before you asked. In the end, it's true you always fulfill your promises. Or you're just stupid. Okay, whatever you say, but slow down. You're going the wrong way in the roundabout. I'm trying to, but it's hard. I know which one is the gas pedal, but I can't distinguish between the normal and the super brake. If there's 3 pedals down there, one of them is the clutch. There's only one brake. It is the big one that looks like a space bar. She should have thought this through. She doesn't know how to drive. She doesn't know how to drive. What the hell is a super brake? I don't know. There are 3 pedals. The gas pedal, the brake, and another, which can only be the super brake. The clutch. That's the clutch. Dutch? Why would they be here? Clutch! You don't know what that is? How did you manage to start the car in the first place? Women's intuition or something like that? I don't know. We're gonna die. Luce made such a sharp turn that, if the streets were busy, everyone in our path would have been slaughtered. After skating, the car flies into the air with the finesse of a rat, likely also breaking the suspension and lands in an empty, vacant lot. The truth is that we're really going to steal it, more like borrow it. I don't have a license, so I don't need a car for anything myself. You don't say! I never would have imagined after seeing how well you drive on 2 wheels. Don't be like that. We're only serving justice. I don't have it yet, but in a couple of months I'll be 18 and I plan on getting it then. Have you ever heard of future investments? Same thing here. Yeah, not really worth it. Too late, you're already involved. It rained yesterday, right? That's why the vacant lot is muddy. The plan is to circle around a couple times and leave the car covered in it. I can think of 1,000 easier ways to dirty a car, if that's what justice intends. None of those are fun. I'm close to making the interior of this car as dirty as the outside purely from the motion sickness. The driver's obnoxious laughter isn't helping me at all. She's fun, but also a felon. So, you know, mixed feelings right now. A few minutes, although it felt more like months, of torture later, and Luce is bored of circling. The car is now a completely unrecognizable dirty state. At least now it seems like Luce has gotten the hang of driving, but it's a pity that our luck runs out as soon as we get into the main streets. Hey. Luce says with a completely casual tone. Yeah? What's that behind us? I take a look and answer her in a relaxed tone. Let me guess. The police. The police? The cops. Yeah. That's what I expected. Silence consumes the car. Luce tries to break it, but it's completely unsuccessful. What's he doing with his hand? Signaling you to stop. I see. I think now's a good time for us to switch seats. Stop the car. With the normal or super brake. Some people say looks can kill, but not mine. My facial expression is more like an ode to the apocalypse. Oh, this is going to be fun. I've never been in a situation where I've had to encounter with the cops. Normally it was someone else in the driver's seat who was encountering the cops. But it wasn't me. Like, I was a kid then, or like I was just someone who wasn't driving the car. So I wasn't, like, you know, the one that needed to be talked to. But I hate the situation. That's why I'm a defensive driver, and I go like maybe at most 5 or 10 miles above the speed limit, depending on like the road. But I would never do this, and it scares me. So, you know, freaking out a little bit in here because I'm putting myself in the place of the characters, and it's quite terrifying. My gaze focuses on the rearview mirror as my stomach enacts a coup d'etat. Out of the police vehicle emerges a figure. Whatever happened to the fat police officer with those greasy, donut-laden hands? It's not like I have anything against 6'6" tall baldies that are as large as bodybuilders, but it's not good for my mental health or heart to face the final boss during the first level. For a second, I'm unsure if he wants to lean in through the window or rip the sunroof off with his bare hands. Oh no, this is gonna be fun. Huh. A black character. I hear people outside my window. I didn't expect the officer to get a whatchamacall, a character model. My bad, couldn't think of it. Are you aware that having a car this dirty makes it impossible to see your blinkers and license plate? Hey, where's the driver? Between how poorly I act under pressure and while having to improvise in my stomach reenacting the French Revolution, I missed an important detail. Luce is gone. I think you can hear the car starting to break down under the fingers of the mean-looking officer. I may have been joking about the sunroof before, but it all started becoming more plausible. I can hear the guillotines going off in the Place de la Concorde when my ear comes to a soft whisper. Repeat what I say if you want to get out of this alive. What? I guess the sound is coming from behind me. From that, it's safe to assume that Luce is lying down in the space between the front and back seats. With a car as big as this, there shouldn't be enough space for her. Don't play dumb with me. Where's the driver? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I watch more than enough Japanese cartoons to know that the aura given off by this officer is no good. It's probably because he's bald and I can't tell what his power level is, but it's likely quite high. What? What? Am I missing something here? What? I left the seat free on purpose because I've been looking for you all night. Probably only because I don't have a better idea, but without overthinking it, I start repeating Luce's words. I'm so scared. I left the seat free on purpose. I've been looking for you all night. The officer raises an eyebrow. Okay, it's getting more plausible. I thought it was going in a weird direction. Do you know why the car's like this? I went to the countryside to look at the stars all night. It's as bright as day. I can't believe I'm doing this. The revolution may have ended, but now I have Napoleon Bonaparte expanding his territory beyond my abdomen, and I can't hold him back much longer. I put in so much effort, and I finally... found Uranus. No, I meant my mind is so blank that I noticed the small vibrations coming from behind my seat. Luce can barely contain her laughter. Vision clouds. The bulky guy looking through the car window seems to grow taller than before, and his eyes turn blood red. I, who have always lived free of any sins, lies. So this is the conspiracy that gets me corrupt from government and law enforcement came up with getting rid of me for good. Still lying. I always knew that they considered me a threat. Lies. But for it to come to this, I would rather spend the day at home playing video games. Lies. No, wait, this is true. I hope humanity remembers me as a hero for what I've decided to put my entire life and efforts into. The protection of the Vietnamese Saola and its rights. He doesn't even know what that is. Although this may still be a way. A really cliche situation. The oldest trick in the book. It's not like it can get any worse now, right? Come on, I can't. I can't, guys, I can't. This is so bad. I've never been in this situation before, so I don't know how to react. I'm joking. It's a hidden camera prank, see? I raise my hand up to the nearest sun visor and flip it up and down as if I'm trying to indicate there's a camera hidden behind it. Of course, there's nothing actually there, but thanks to my experience as a magician, it's actually pretty easy for me to make others believe otherwise. It's all about how you can act and lie. It's all on the wrist. The beast frowns suspiciously, and also seems to calm down a little bit. It's going to air in one of our particular comedy websites. It looks like there's no driver, but I can drive it from here. Cool, right? Oh. Well, this is awkward. Please like, share, and subscribe so I can live off the views until YouTube cash cow dies and I have to go back to living with my mother's basement. Thank you very much. Wow, this got really real. I'm just gonna let it happen. Here's my driver's license, you see? I take out my wallet, trying to control my sudden Parkinson's fit, and bend over the driver's seat as I hand over my driver's license for the officer to examine. You have one? That's cool. It may be just an adrenaline thing, but to me, it looks like he's going to burn my license under the pressure of his fingertips. How old is Sierra? Because, I don't know when people in Japan get licenses, but, in America, we don't get till, like, 18. At least that's what the newer law says. He sighs, something I personally envy, considering that I don't have any oxygen left in my lungs until he gives back my ID. Alright, but don't do anything like this again, okay? The police officer nods his head and leaves. I bid him farewell in shock. When he's far away enough, I let out the biggest sigh I've ever sighed in my life. Everything's okay in the end. Who would have thought? Luce reappears from the back and takes my driver's license out of my lifeless hands. I don't say anything, and when I come back to my senses, I cover my face and try to compute everything that has transpired. Although my reaction isn't what anyone would expect. Pfft. He just starts laughing. Oh god, I would have laughed too, because like all that stress, Jesus Christ. And the brain does release endorphins after a stressful situation to balance everything. I can't believe that guy fell for that amateur lie. Oh my god. Luce and I started laughing our asses off together. It had been a pretty dangerous situation, but we couldn't stop laughing. I thought you were angry for a second, you know? Oh, I am. Don't be mistaken, but I'm able to get out of that with such a bad lie. It's so ridiculous. What I don't understand is why you're laughing. What's wrong with you? Do you realize we just stole a car or what? Well, there's a small detail I might have left out. That story that I told you about the teacher is real, but the teacher is actually my father. And the plot thickens. This is fun. Anyone else think this is fun? I think this is fun. You stealing your dad's car? Are you crazy? We have a special relationship. We pull pranks on each other all the time. I might have outdone myself this time, but I'll probably find it hilarious. A little weird, eh? Some things are easy to say, but most simple ones can be the most difficult. She lowers her voice for a second, and in reaction, I turn around to look at her. But she avoids my gaze and returns to her previous demeanor. To tell you the truth, I wanted to do something unexpected to see how far you'd go. Ziva has actually told me about you before, you know? The weird guy that writes in his notebook and always gets into trouble. I see she wasn't lying about the latter, at least. It looks like we have something in common. What do you think? This is what I meant by justice. You break into other people's houses and stalk them. I steal cars. You don't have any more reason to be wishy-washy around me like before now, right? Luce smiles. She's a lot more relaxed now than, according to her, we're on the same level. The philosophy of committing a crime to understand criminals is better seems stupid to me, foolish even, but she seems convinced. What I didn't plan on you was having this driver's license. Luce waves a piece of plastic between her fingers, looking at it while trying to change the subject. Oh my, it seems like your birthday's next week. Happy early birthday. Stop snooping and give it back to me before you lose it in here. What I don't understand is why you're 19 years old. Aren't you in the same class as Ziva? Snoop, I repeated a grade a while ago. Nothing special. Why, are you serious? You must be kind of stupid after all. I appreciate the deep analysis, but shouldn't we be bringing the car back already? Your father must have realized it must be missing by now, especially considering how large and hard it is to miss. Don't worry, at this hour he's probably fooling around somewhere. He's a good man, but still irresponsible. Is that something you know for sure or another gut feeling? A bit of both. Mental note, this girl is dangerous. Oh well, at least the Battle of Waterloo is over. What do you mean? Without incident, since I'm now behind the wheel, and we managed to safely return the vehicle into its parking spot. I carefully placed the keys back in the drawer I'd initially found them in, imagining the face of that unfortunate man paying the price of his daughter's justice. When I get back to the school gates and meet up with Luce again, she's facing away from me, distracted by something. Huh, that was really fast. It's not like I went that far away. It's never far enough when it comes to you, Juan. Don't give me nicknames whenever you feel like it. I told you my name is Sierra. Now what? We're even now, right? You want to prove to me that you just trust me enough now that you have something you can blackmail me with, so don't keep complaining. Really? To be honest, I'm not really convinced yet. I'm still gonna need something more to trust you. That's your problem now. I've already done my part. But that's not true, Johan. It wasn't Johan, it was John. And my name is Ciaran. Ciaran. John was a pseudonym that I came up with to escape. But I clearly said you had to fulfill some requirements. Requirements. That's plural, don't you see? That was only the first requirement. The second for you is to show me that secret place you mentioned earlier. Third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, well, we'll see. If a gentle genie gave you 3 wishes, normally you'd want to ask for more, am I right? I raised a finger questioningly, trying to figure out how to react to such nonsense, but she's right. For some reason, I was thinking that her intentions were pure, and then I ended up getting myself into this mess. Can't cut your tongue? If you have nothing left to say, then let's get going already. Normally in these types of situations, I'd react by sending her straight to hell and angrily punching the closest wall I could find, or vice versa. It was really stupid of me to do all this, but as I've already said, I always fulfill my bets and promises. I'm not going to go back on my word now. I can't live with a clear conscience if I know that I have unfulfilled promise left. It doesn't matter that the promise is totally unfair and it deceived me with its tricky wording, meaning to take advantage of me. Okay, you did say requirements, let's settle on a limit right now. Alright, a limit, considering I've already spent 2, it would be unfair to leave it at that, even though I don't know there was a limit. How about a limit of 5 total? 3 more requirements? Are you crazy? You mentioned a genie a bit ago, then 3, that's plenty of favors. How about we meet in the middle and leave it at 4? Bah, okay, 4, who cares? Great, because I wouldn't have accepted 2 or 3. 2. In fact, I'm surprised that we even negotiated. Any sane person would have assumed I was joking. I wasn't being serious at first, I just wanted to tease you with the requirements thing, but if you're so generously offering, then I won't refuse. I suddenly realized how much of a fool I'd been over this odd girl. I fell for it all over tricks. A free fall without a parachute. An unclear destiny. Anyway, I'm going to end the part here. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This has turned out to be really, really fun. I'm probably going to record one more part tonight, then I'm going to end. But anyway, so you're now exiting the Shadyverse. My name is Shade. Well, I should do the whole outro, shouldn't I? If you like this video, hit the like button. So anyway, guys, if you like this video, hit the like button. For some more videos from me or from the series, hit the subscribe button. And you're now exiting the Shadyverse. My name is Shades, and I hope you've enjoyed your day in the shade. See you guys later. I messed up my intro so many times. But in all honesty, I had to go to the bathroom, so allow me to mess up a couple times. Bye.